Right.
We're here.
So
I don't know where we are.
That's the mosque over there.
Oh, that one.
Yes.
Oh, you can see the black flag.
It's actually the biggest one for the Shia mosque.
Well, I didn't even know that there would be a Shia community in Japan.
Ethnic neighborhood, it's all over the place in the world. In this episode, we will show you our visit to a Shia mosque near Tokyo, which is very rare to find in Japan. Many of the Shia Muslims coming to this mosque are from Pakistan. This mosque is located in Joso City in Ibaraki Prefecture, which is 1.5 hours away from Tokyo by car.
It's so foreign for me.
This was my first time to visit a Shia mosque. And as soon as I got inside, the prayer has begun. The room in front of the building is a mosque, but this mosque has another room inside. This room is called Imam Bargha. This is a congregational hall to commemorate Hussein, the grandson of Muhammad. The hall is decorated with models of the 12 mausoleum of Imam recognized by the Shia Muslims, with some ornaments that are related to them. The day we visited the mosque was Al-Bayin, 40 days after the day of Ashura. This day is to commemorate the martyrdom of Imam Hussein. Preparations were underway for the mourning day, especially for the Al-Bayin walk. As the event is held for several hours, it is important to keep the energy. A concentrated squash called Ru Afza was added to full creams and milk.
It's strawberry. Rose water. Oh, I see. Let me try. Can I try? It's strawberry milk. I think the fat that's coming out from the milk will give the energy for the 3-kilometer walk.
That's right. The main part of the event is to go to a gathering area that is 3 kilometers away from the mosque, then to walk from the area to the mosque while commemorating martyrdom of Hussein.
It's a bit awkward because all the ladies are still in the mosque, but because I'm not a Muslim myself, so I am just here to explore. So I'm traveling with the guys.
मजलिस का आगाज हुआ चाहता है तमाम मुमिनीन से गुजारिश है कि फर्श अदा पे तशरीफ रखें.
As this day was Al-Bayin, the end of the 40-day mourning period, Shia Muslims from different parts of Japan gathered. Hussein was martyred in the Battle of Karbala in 680 AD, but some says that this was a massacre than a battle. The memorial service began on Ashura, the day Hussein was martyred. The Shia Muslims delivered the stories and poems about this tragedy and shared the sadness. Then they flagellated themselves with knives until their body was covered with blood. This ritual is a form of ritual bloodletting. This act of self-flagellation is to reflect the grief over the violent death of Hussein. The same practice is conducted during Al-Bayin. This was my first time seeing such ritual.
It's almost miraculous how they're so into the story, and so many people were crying, and seeing them hitting their back. I don't know, there must be something really deep inside them that makes them act that way, but it's hard for me to understand, to be honest, because I don't know the religion that deeply. But there is the spirit that I want to know.
After that, the group started marching to the mosque. During this 2 to 3 hours march, they carried colorful flags and sang hymns dedicated to Hussein.
There's rice fields and there's marching going on. I wonder what the locals here would feel about this march.
This march has been held for about 10 years in this region. They passed through ordinary Japanese farm community, which was a unique yet a special scenery.
最初はやっぱり少なかったで最初の頃何やってんのなんて聞いても、神様っていうだけでよく分かんなかったけどもう年2回ぐらいこうやってやってると、それなりに分かるようになってきたしこれはやっぱり毎年、日本でも一緒だけどお祭りそれと一緒の形でやってるのかなっていうのは理解するようになる。
Even during the march, they sang the hymns and constantly hit their body as a remembrance of the innocent blood of Imam Hussein. After 3 hours walking, they have arrived at the mosque.
We arrived.
Yes! The biggest difference I realized is still happening. But the music